Hey guys, I am currently sitting in front of a fabric store waiting for it to open because I am obsessed with an idea for a shoot that I have. I want to do this particular shoot. I don't want to give too much away yet, but I need to make something and I am going to try to make it. I've been pretty much obsessed with it for the last at least day and a half. I have been researching this like nonstop, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, playing with fabric that I have at home to make this item of clothing. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm curious if you guys have ever been in this situation where you get this idea for your art and you will do anything. You will do anything to make it happen. For me right now, it is either spending quite a bit of money for one article of clothing for this shoot and having to push the shoot back because this article of clothing has to be kind of custom made, or making it myself, which, I have a sewing machine and I have very, very basic sewing skills, but I've spent a long time on this and I'm going to be spending a lot more time today on this. And so I'm putting everything else aside to do it because I am obsessed with this idea. And I think, probably the other best story I have of being obsessed with an idea was when I decided that I was going to be down at Plateau Point in the Grand Canyon for sunrise. And that is a good, 6 or 7 miles from the rim of the south rim of the Grand Canyon. So I got up, I camped at the Grand Canyon, and I slept in my clothes, what I was going to wear. I had everything ready. I got up at 2 in the morning, maybe 3. I can't remember. And it was dark out. I had my headlamp. It was freezing, and I hiked down. Now, I got to kind of the beginning of where you're starting to enter Indian Gardens, which is the midway point, of the Grand Canyon from top to bottom, and it's also where you branch off to go to Plateau Point. I got to about the beginning of it, and I realized that I wasn't going to make it, and I still had 2 or 3 miles to go. So I grabbed a hold of my D300S in front of me and I ran. I ran faster than I've ever run that distance before in the, barely morning light, and I didn't even quite make it, which was kind of disappointing, but I'll probably do it again, especially now that I'm talking about this. I'm going to become obsessed with it again. But my question to you guys is, share with me, have you ever been in this situation where you have this idea for something, for your art or something else even, and you will do anything, almost anything, to make that happen? For me, I've done, athletic pursuits, obviously weird hiking things, to get to places in the heat, sometimes in the cold. But today it is that I am spending an inordinate amount of time and effort to make an article of clothing for a photo shoot that I really want to do. I don't think I'll ever probably be able to use this article of clothing again even. And if it doesn't work out, I can probably bet that I am going to plunk down the change to purchase this thing and push the shoot back a couple weeks so that I can receive it. Not to be too cryptic, but anyway, that's my story. And I want to know yours. Let me know in the comments.